Twice, everything.
Jake Paul's latest fight took an unexpected turn after he was knocked down, leading to pre-fight jitters that have cast doubt on his upcoming bout with Mike Tyson. The two were scheduled to face off on November 15th at T Arena in what was being touted as the showdown of the century. This fight was set to determine if Jake could truly compete with a legend like Iron Mike. However, the knockdown has led Jake to officially cancel the fight, leaving fans questioning if the match will ever happen. Rumor has it Jake may be reconsidering his readiness to take on a powerhouse like Tyson. Whispers in the boxing world have been swirling, especially after Mike Tyson introduced new rules to the fight that left Jake Paul puzzled. The drama surrounding this matchup has only escalated. In preparation for the anticipated bout, Jake finally committed to spending time in the ring, something he hadn't done much of before. The problem child had been preoccupied with his influencer lifestyle, promoting his body spray brand, pulling pranks at Walmart, vacationing on yachts, and enjoying the high life. However, when it came to facing a legend like Mike Tyson, Jake initially believed he could handle it without serious training. Now, with Tyson's adjustments and increasing pressure, it's clear that Jake is facing a much tougher challenge than he expected. Spoiler alert, Jake Paul got a brutal reality check when he stepped into the ring. Just seconds into the first round, Jake was floored. Picture this: you're feeling confident, thinking you've got it under control, and then bam! One powerful right hook sends you crashing to the canvas. That's exactly what happened, leaving everyone in the gym and online wondering, is Jake really ready for this? So why wasn't Jake prepared? Let's break it down. Boxing isn't just about throwing punches, it's about technique, stamina, defense, and ring IQ. Jake's footwork is still a work in progress, and his jab lacks the speed and accuracy needed to fend off a powerhouse like Tyson. As for his defense, let's just say it needs serious improvement before he can even think about competing with a legend like Mike Tyson. During sparring, it became clear Jake's head movement and guard were no match for a seasoned pro like Tyson, who knows how to exploit every weakness. Canceling the fight seemed like Jake's only way to avoid the ultimate embarrassment of being schooled in the ring on fight night. Imagine the fallout a knockout video against Tyson would not only damage his reputation but also prove the critics right. From the start, boxing experts warned Jake about this matchup, knowing that facing a legend like Mike Tyson was far more than he was prepared to handle. This wasn't just another fight, it was a true test of Jake Paul's capabilities, and unfortunately, those doubting voices finally got to him. If Jake had taken his training seriously from the start, his skills could have been on another level. Instead, he treated the matchup like a joke, expecting a washed-up Tyson to show up in the ring and planning to pull off one of his orchestrated knockouts against a fighter he thought was past his prime. Here's the kicker: Jake forgot one crucial fact: Mike Tyson isn't like his previous opponents. He's not just any boxer, he's the baddest man on the planet, a living legend with decades of experience and unmatched ferocity. Jake believed his hype, social media clout, and a few pre-planned moves would be enough to take Tyson down. But this isn't a scripted fight. Tyson is a beast with real, raw power. Facing him requires more than flashy knockouts, it requires skill, strategy, and respect for the sport. Jake Paul underestimated the sheer intensity and ring intelligence that a pro like Mike Tyson brings. It wasn't just about throwing punches, it was about understanding Tyson's rhythm, anticipating his moves, and having the stamina to endure those grueling rounds. When Jake got knocked out so quickly in sparring, it was a clear sign he wasn't ready for the real challenge. While Jake was busy with his influencer antics, Tyson had been training like an absolute beast. It almost makes you wonder if Tyson is the underdog or influencer in this matchup instead of the living legend he truly is. This contrast highlights just how much Jake underestimated the task at hand. That's the thing about true champions: they put in the same effort for every fight, no matter the opponent. It's that relentless dedication that sets them apart. Let's not forget, Tyson is pushing 6'0", he's 58, to be exact. Sure, age will bring challenges, Father Time is undefeated. But make no mistake, Tyson is still a beast. If you've seen his recent training videos, you know what I mean. And if you haven't, let me remind you, those clips don't show an old, sluggish fighter. They show Mike Tyson, the same Tyson who once struck fear into the hearts of every heavyweight in the division. His power and intensity remain undeniable, proving he's still a force to be reckoned with. Even at his age, Tyson is preparing to dominate. Let's break it down. Power is one of the last attributes to diminish in a fighter. While speed and endurance may fade with age, Tyson's raw knockout power remains intact and still terrifying. His power punches, especially his signature right hook, can easily take down someone like Jake Paul. Jake's chin hasn't faced the kind of bone-crushing power Tyson possesses. Here's a technical tidbit: Tyson's ability to generate force by driving from his legs through his core and into his punches is still very much effective. This Tyson's knockout power is intact, delivering devastating blows that can end a fight in seconds. But it's not just about power. Tyson's ring IQ is extraordinary. He's faced the best of the best and knows every trick in the book. Despite fighting opponents who were bigger, stronger, and younger, Tyson often emerged victorious. This is a man who once bit ears in the ring, not that we condone it, showing just how far he's willing to go to win. Tyson is a fighter's fighter, a true warrior who knows how to adapt, find weaknesses, and exploit them mercilessly. His defensive skills are legendary. Even at 58, he moves like a much younger man. He's still bobbing, weaving, and slipping punches with that classic peekaboo style that made him so elusive in his prime. Jake might be in for a tough lesson if he underestimates the true depth of Tyson's experience and skill. Being power makes him a formidable opponent, regardless of age. Jake Paul's inexperience in the ring is a massive disadvantage against Tyson. Tyson's ability to read opponents, anticipate their moves, and counter with lightning speed is something Jake can't match at this stage. Tyson is a living legend for a reason. He's faced monsters in the ring and emerged victorious time and again. Not only has he won titles, but he's also cemented his legacy as one of the greatest ever. So when Jake thought he could waltz into the ring with Tyson without the necessary preparation and skill, he seriously underestimated the challenge. Jake Paul might have hoped to land a few good shots and pull off a highlight reel knockout, but he overlooked one crucial fact: Tyson is no ordinary opponent. He's the baddest man on the planet and still has plenty of fight left in him. It's almost poetic how Tyson, the seasoned champion, is training like he's got something to prove. That's what makes him so dangerous. He never underestimates any opponent, regardless of who they are. Despite the age gap, Tyson remains a massive threat. If Jake had been more responsible, put in the work from the start, and treated this matchup with the respect it deserves, he might have stood a better chance. As it stands, Tyson is ready, and Jake Paul might have bitten off more than he can chew. Iron Mike has been in the game long enough to see right through Jake's dirty tactics. Jake might have hoped to use his weight advantage to tip the scales in his favor, but Tyson wasn't having any of it. Despite the significant age gap, Tyson wasn't about to give Jake any unfair advantage. Instead, Tyson took matters into his own hands and handed Jake a handbook of rules to ensure the fight was as fair as possible. That move sent shivers down Jake's spine, as Tyson's rules were all about leveling the playing field and making sure Jake couldn't exploit any loopholes. The playing field was set: no catchweight nonsense, no sneaky rehydration clauses, just a straightforward, fair fight. Tyson made it clear that if Jake Paul wanted to step into the ring with him, it had to be on even terms. Now, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson is officially up in smoke, leaving fans everywhere wondering if this fight will ever happen. The hype was real, anticipation was through the roof, and now it's all just a big question mark. We've seen Jake back out before, but this time the stakes were higher than ever. We'll have to wait and see how this one plays out. What are your thoughts on Jake Paul getting knocked out in sparring? Fill the comment section with your thoughts. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more boxing news. See you in the next video.